All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? You might notice a little bit of a quality difference for the microphone. I'm actually using my wireless one. I think I got off TikTok Shop for like 48 cents or something a long time ago. So hopefully it's not a cheap product and actually works good. Anyways, I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I've just been exhausted lately. Sorry for the chair noise. I need to get a new chair. I really do. Um, and the exhaustion mostly stems from the Cobra 3. It's been a paperweight, for lack of better terms, since been about a month and a half now, or pretty much however long it's been since my last video. But I think no, my Cobra 3 has not been working even in my last video. Um, but yeah, I got a new part in. I got this. They call it the strain gauge, I believe. It is what it is. I don't know. So I got a lot of research to do to try to change that in the print head. Um, I was digging through my stuff, and I don't remember ever buying this. But I have a ceramic hot end for my Cobra 3. I don't know where it came from, but hey, we'll put it in, I guess. But so far, the S1 right there has been printing phenomenally. From the sounds of it, the poop chute just finished. So yeah, I printed out a poop chute. I tried to make my own version. I did two different versions. They didn't work very well, so I printed one that was online, and that's the one that just finished right over there. But anyways, I got some models printed off for the next flea market, and this is funny. This is really funny. I print out axolotls. Axolotls is a big seller around here for some reason. I don't know why. So I made some red and black ones, and some yellow and black ones. And I got to thinking, after I got done printing my yellow ones, I'm like, these seem awfully small. I don't remember them being this small. So, I mean, the tail don't really, you can kind of get a little bit of wobble in the tail, but the segments don't really do anything. The feet, at least the head does. So, I think I'm going to possibly put them in a happy accident bin for like 50 cents or 75 cents. This is the size that they're supposed to be. Now, don't mind, I got a lot of stringing. I need to go out and buy a torch. But this is the size they're supposed to be. Here's how they came out. I can't believe I did that. Print's finished. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. I also printed these out, and I don't like them. They're the QB version. Obviously, I have to clean them up yet still, but I don't really care for them all that much. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's kind of hard because of the glare, but I don't know. I don't like how the mouths turn out. I think the creator should make the mouth not as indented, kind of like how they did with these on STL flicks. These mouths are like perfect. They print perfect. These ones, there you go. Kind of have to have supports, and I did not print with supports. So yeah, I don't like the QB version of AXOLOTLS. I mean, they're really cool, but they're just not my style. I'm thinking about also, so thanks to, I can't think of her name right now. Be right back. I'll get you the name. Okay, I'm back. Big shout out to, and please, I hope I say this right, Hamel's House of 3D Prints. I watch a lot of their videos, and one of the videos she did a little flush like a spider, but she pretty much made it to where it flushes into the object. I'm like, interesting. So I did that myself, and I went ahead and went with these little articulated dragons off of QB. You know, I kind of like it. I like how the lines are. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I could sell these. So I'm gonna keep my QB membership and also my STL Flicks membership. But yeah, I think I can sell these. I'll just put them in a bin called Flushies or something like that. I don't know. And then I'll put like a little description on a piece of paper or something, telling people what they are and why they're called Flushies. But yeah, I really like that. The only thing I don't like at the moment is, so I'm using Anycubic software or slicer, which I think is the same as the Orca slicer, but I don't get the little pop up top after you hit slice. It shows you filament usage and whatnot, but I don't get the flush amount. So I went ahead and swapped over to Orca slicer. Same thing. I don't get the flush amount. So I don't know if I should be printing one of these with my axolotls, if I should be printing 4 of these with my axolotls. I have no idea. And the other thing I don't know if I'm doing this correct or not when doing these slushies, but the other thing is that I'm still getting a decent amount of printer poop. So I don't know if I can make it to where it swaps filament into the flushie as well. You know what I mean? Like how it goes back, cuts the filament, and then it does its little thing to get the old, cut piece, the color out. I don't know if I can make it go into this as well, or if that's even possible. Because I know the part that goes into this is pretty much just the portion after that where it wants to get rid of all the like bleeding or whatever. I guess if I'm understanding correctly. So if anybody knows, please let me know. But yeah, enough of that. So we gotta get this strain gauge figured out. And I really need to get if I can get this printer working again, I'm needing to get another ACE. In my opinion, Anycubic should be sending me one for having to go through all the trouble and monetary usage to get the upgrade kit for the S1 to put my ACE Pro over there. But yeah, I think they honestly should send me one for all the trouble they have given me on this K3, especially after they came out with a version 2 fixing the problem that my K3 is having. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, and lack of better terms, I'm going to bleep it out. Shitty coming from a company. We should not be beta testing your product. Now I get it. Oh, that was my thing. I bought it, so I'm reaping the consequences of in case this don't work. But with it barely having 300 hours on my K3, honestly, I think they should just let me trade it out for a V2. That's my opinion. But if I can get this working, I'm gonna have a chat with Anycubic about possibly getting a really good discount, or maybe having them send me an Ace Pro for the K3. I'm not gonna lie, I think having 2 multicolor printing printers is gonna be a game changer for me. If not, if I can't get them to send me one, I'm gonna go ahead and throw like a Throne link down below, or people be more inclined if it's Amazon wish list. I don't know. I'll throw one of those down below. I'm not asking like that. I don't. It don't bother me at all. Don't. But all I really want you guys to do is have fun with my videos and comment and interact with me and whatnot. As you can tell, I'm up to 3 subscribers, so that's fantastic. At 50 subscribers, I want to make a plaque. And I think I'm gonna put it. I'll put it somewhere in this room. And this room's still a mess. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I've been very, very exhausted. I wouldn't say lazy, but lazy. I need to get it, break this cycle and get working. I got a lot of work to do if I want to make this a primary business for me in like a year. But yeah, I give you guys a quick update. I'm gonna go ahead and get into an actual review on the K3. So I will see you here in a second. All right, we're letting the K3 boot up here. I'm sure you can see those glasses right there. And I know a lot of you probably know what those are. So that's another thing getting added to this channel eventually once I figure it out. I'm currently using this as my my storage area for my little miniature axolotls. But yeah, my K3. I do have the ace mount printed for the top of this, but I'm not going to put it together until I get another ace for it. But yeah, I don't know how I can tell how many hours I got on here. Hold on. Nope, I don't think it tells you on here. That's a shame. Of course, I'm sorry, there's a train. Once this train stops, I'll come back. Train, right there. I live right next to the tracks. Sorry. Yeah, I thought there was a hour thing on here. I mean, anyways, I got a sub 300 hours on this thing. I will say, as a printer itself, this printer was fantastic when it worked. Like, beautiful, just over the top, like fantastic. Now I can't say how good it is compared to a Bamboo Lab because I've never owned one. But compared to my Ender 3s, oh my god, awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few of the things I've made on this printer. All right, for one, we got this Baby Dragon controller holder. I love it. It's nice, heavy duty. I made these on my Ender 3 headset holders. But we made this little trash can closure. It's one of my favorite things I've made. Then we'll go down here to the bin. We got all sorts of stuff here. We got dark blue magnetic sharks, light blue magnetic sharks. Funny enough, these sell quite a bit too. Here's some of my original axolotls. This is a mess up axolotl. The white portion was actually supposed to be that light blue, but I don't know how that happened. And this is the very first axolotl I printed. It's one of my favorites. These sell pretty crazy. I didn't know I had to fix the bottom. But anyways, yeah, that's whatever. And we got these bumblebees. I love these. I love these very much. We got the dragon. Shoot. We got the dragonflies. I printed quite a few of those. And a whole bunch more axolotls. That thing back there I printed on my Ender 3. It's just a, it was supposed to be a ring holder. I thought it would sell at the flea market, but it did not. But yeah, that's some of the things I've made. The axolotl is actually, funny enough, my very first flea market, which I didn't buy like a booth or anything. Sorry, I better get my head in here. I didn't buy the booth or anything. My mother-in-law actually goes to flea markets all the time, and she put a little tiny section up on her table. But just in axolotls, I sold $38 just in axolotls in one day. I think that's crazy. But yeah, I'm loving the 3D printing life. Oh, I built this shelf up here for my filament. It was with 1/2-inch dowel, so I had to have 3 brackets. But I plan on doing it on every wall in here. So this wall, that wall, that wall, and that wall. So I got everything ready to go. I just need to print more brackets out. But that means I have to buy more filament. So yeah, this this is going to get expensive. But what I think I'm going to go with first is get that Ace Pro for the Kobra 3 with whatever I make from now into the future. Sorry, I stutter a little bit when I get excited. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I got this piece of plywood here, and I got a bunch of 2x4s outside or out in the actual attic itself to print a shelf for the Kobra S1 and also my Kobra 3. Something that's a lot more stable. I'm not sure where I want to put it yet. I think I want to put them over here still and just move that shelf. But that wall right there is pretty much just a big sheet of plywood, so I think the stability would be best there. So that's probably what'll happen. A lot of work. Wish I would have thought about this beforehand, but it is what it is. Okay, what should we get into next here? Oh, now, like I said, mind you, I still need to deep clean the floor and whatnot. I've been just lazy, but I got this full-size Umbreon that I printed on my Ender 3 Max Neo a long time ago that I need to put together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that together here real quick. I say real quick, but I actually need to print off some more of these little pegs to see if they fit better. Because my Ender 3, I'm not gonna lie, none of my Enders were actually printing perfect. So there's the thing is, like, they're not exactly, I wouldn't say scale, but they're not perfect like how they should have been if I were to print it on my S1. But I would never be able to print anything that size on my S1. Which brings me to the next thing: is my goal here is to get a Kobra Max 3 Max, so I can do life size prints because I love Pokemon. Obviously, look at, as you can tell, that's probably my favorite Pokemon. It's a tie between that and Umbreon. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I think first things first, I'm going to try to get this Kobra 3 put together, and then while that's printing the pegs for my Umbreon, I'm going to get the Kobra 3 put together. But it's going to take me a while because I don't know what I'm doing. Then I need to build the legs and table for the printers. So I only have like 8 or 6 minutes left on my phone storage, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and then I'll see you once that is complete. Alright, mic is not connected. I just wanted to give a quick update. We got it all taken apart, put back together. We're doing a full system restore. I got the smooth plate on here just to get a really good look at the first layer when it happens. So I will keep you guys posted on that here in a minute. Alright, well, the first layer test looked about the same after I put the strain gauge in, and then compared to like prior, before I put the new strain gauge in, they look about the same. So that's very defeating. Right now I'm doing a pressure advance test, I think it's called, to see if maybe I'm just having extrusion issues. And if that's the case, I'm going to be very upset because I've gone a month and a half back and forth with Anycubic and they didn't even think to tell me to, hey, check that first. But hopefully that goes alright. Don't mind my floor. I need to get a vacuum up here tomorrow. Yeah, my Umbreon turning out alright. Oh, I guess I missed the trash can with my Taco Bell cup. Whoops. Yeah, the Umbreon is looking really good. The only problem I'm having now, like I said earlier, with my Ender 3 and the printer just not printing perfectly, I have a pretty large gap in between these two parts. Now I did put the the back half up against it, and somehow for some reason it seems to line up and everything, so I guess that gap kind of helped, but that's nothing a little bit of body filler and whatnot can't take care of. I got over here. I got the other pins I need printing right now in the S1. So once those are done, I'll be able to put Umbreon together fully. And then I need to go to the store and buy paint and filler primer to help fill up the layer lines, and Bondo, or I don't know, Bondo or maybe fiberglass. I'm guessing Bondo will probably be the easiest to sand down. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. But yeah, time to close up for the night here, I think. I should have this video out Sunday at some point. I don't think I'm going to get the Umbreon in this video. It might be next week's video, but If so, that's alright. But anyways, thank you for 3 subscribers. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should get rid of the Cobra 2 or Cobra 3 and go for a V2, or if you think maybe I should just try to save it for a bamboo. But anyways, see you in the next one. Peace.